Thank you, Adrian. Coming up next on The Beat Goes On, we welcome to the studio French music group French Toast. Nothing warmer and more romantic than a glass of wine, a French restaurant, and some wonderful French music.
Quand il me prend dans ses bras, qu'il me parle tout bas, je vois la vie en rose. Il me dit des mots d'amour, des mots de tous les jours, et ça me fait quelque chose. Il est entré dans mon cœur une part de bonheur dont je connais la cause. C'est lui pour moi, moi pour lui dans la vie. Il me l'a dit, me l'a juré pour la vie. Et dès que je l'aperçois, alors je sens en moi mon cœur qui bat.
Lynn Larkin, you are wonderful.
Bonjour.
Wonderful.
Bonsoir.
And your two fellow musicians. We must have an introduction for these two fine gentlemen.
Herschel
Herschel.
à l'accordéon,
Cool.
Pierre à la basse.
Wonderful. And you are under the title French Toast.
Yes. Le pain perdu, it's called in French. Lost bread. The bread gets the stuff put over it, yes.
Today is a French special on The Beat Goes On, and it's a wonderful opportunity to celebrate all the French culture that we have in New Zealand. Thought we'd start with a little bit of music and the flair of France, isn't it? You know, the cafes, the glass of red wine, the wonderful music, and you've done us proud. Wonderful. Where could we find this wonderful group called French Toast?
This group plays at Le Garde Manger, which used to be called Le Bouchon, and a lot of people know it by that name. It's in Kingsland.
Kingsland.
Sort of opposite the railway station there.
Yeah.
Every Thursday, 7:15 to 9:15-ish.
Now, who owns the restaurant, and why have they gone the French? What's their purpose? To give the people of Auckland the French experience?
Yes, they are. It's totally French owned and operated.
Yeah.
Florent is the owner. He also has a little restaurant bistro on Upper Queen Street called Le Garde Manger, which is the sister restaurant.
Now, when you sing that wonderful song that you opened with, it's from Edith Piaf.
It
is
is
that right
indeed.
now? And the title is
La Vie en Rose.
La Vie en Rose. Are you singing just you just know the words, or are you a French
no,
speaker?
I'm not singing phonetically. I know I'm a French speaker.
Oh, you're French, so you know exactly what you're singing
I know
about.
exactly what I'm singing. Well, I did a French degree at Auckland University.
Yeah, but you weren't born in France.
No, I'm from a dairy farm near Tokoroa. And I studied at the Sorbonne, in fact, as well. I had the French government used to give grants to good French students at the universities here. 2 a year for the whole of New Zealand. I got one of those. So I went over to France. That's how I got over to Europe.
So a young girl from a dairy farm in Tokoroa went to university and was so good at French that you received an award from the French government to go and study at the Sorbonne, was it?
That's right.
Wow!
So
Congratulations!
and when I became a jazz singer, later on, I always had a bit of French, repertoire because I could speak French.
Wow!
And then one day it sort of blossomed into French Toast. This group you see here.
So let's look at the whole night at the restaurant with French Toast. What sort of a night? Diners come in and they have a nice glass of red wine, and you start to sing in the music, and I'm sure something happens within the restaurant. You can feel the romance of it all.
Ambiance.
The ambiance must be wonderful.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is. It's a fabulous ambiance.
And you'd play most of the night?
Yes, we play for 2 hours.
Yeah.
And we've got a huge French repertoire.
Yeah.
They're very well-known French songs.
Yeah.
That's what we decided in the beginning, that we would always have songs that were well known to the New Zealanders. But generally, our repertoire is things like Under the Bridges of Paris, Sur les Ponts
I love
de
that
Paris,
song.
and all these kind of songs.
Under the Bridge. My mum made me learn that when I was an 8-year-old boy and sing it, so I know the Under the Bridges. Be down by the Seine with me.
The interesting thing is that both of these gentlemen can speak French. Perhaps
As
not,
well.
Oui, oui.
perhaps not as well as
Yeah.
me, but where they have some, some
And they do-
connection
well,
to the
they
French
could do the
language.
harmonies, couldn't
and
they?
so they do harmonies,
Yeah,
sometimes and
in
singing in
French.
French with me. It's
Yeah.
very nice.
Well, look, I am going to be one of those diners at the restaurant. Now, I want to know the name of the restaurant again and how to get there, and I'm going to be there. And the rest of our viewers are going to come down and see you. So for all our people from Invercargill or Masterton or New Plymouth, if you're coming to Auckland, it's in Kingsland. It's called, just get
Le garde manger. That means
Le
the larder or
garde-manger.
the pantry. Le garde manger.
Okay.
Something that keeps your food. Garde is
Yeah.
to keep manger's food.
And it's 479 New North Road in Kingsland. I'm sure.
Opposite the railway station.
Oh, okay.
You know,
Where
to go down to the
where
railway
the All
station.
Blacks play. Now, the telephone number is 09845 1680. 09845 1680. And I'd like to thank you once again for coming on the show, starting our French special. We'll finish with the French song, shall we?
Your favourite. Les ponts de Paris, lorsque descend la nuit, toutes sortes de gosses se faufilent en cachette et sont heureux de trouver une couchette au tas de courant d'air où l'on ne paie pas cher. Le parfum, l'eau, c'est pour rien, mon marquis, sur les ponts de Paris. How would you like to be
Down by the Seine with me.
Oh, what I'd give for a moment or two under the bridges of Paris with you, Gérard. Darling, I'd hold you tight, far from the eyes of night, under the bridges of Paris with you. I'd make your dreams, I'd make your dreams, I'd make your dreams come true.